Holding space is about showing up authentically and creating safety in the moments that matter most. From parenting littles to navigating friendships and partnerships, I reframe tantrums, conflicts, and messy feelings as invitations to connection. I'm Julia Clark, a psychotherapist and play therapist with over 30 years of experience walking alongside children, families, and the people who care for them. Each episode explores the building blocks of emotional literacy, co-regulation, and boundaries, while honoring the intergenerational stories we carry within. Blending science with lived wisdom, I believe growth is playful, healing is possible, and we are all learning together. Hi, I'm Julia, and together we're holding space. Today, I want to share one of my favorite brain-based tools for parents, teachers, and therapists. Something that helps both kids and adults understand what's happening inside when big feelings take over. It's Dan Siegel's hand model of the brain. You can't see me, but imagine, or do yourself, holding up your hand with your fingers straight up. Your wrist and palm represent your brainstem, the foundation that keeps you alive and functioning. Your thumb, tucked into the middle of your hand, is your amygdala, the emotional smoke detector or security guard, always scanning for safety or danger. Your fingers, fold them down over your thumb. They form your prefrontal cortex, the calm, problem-solving, connecting brain that helps you calm down, think clearly, connect with others, and make good choices. When your fingers are down, curled over your thumb, your thinking brain and your feeling brain are working together. When they pop up, you just flipped your lid. What happens when we flip our lid? When we're feeling overwhelmed, scared, or angry, our calm brain goes offline and our emotional brain takes over. That rupture moment, the instant when safety and connection slip away. This explains why your child might hit, scream, run away, and why you might snap, shut down, or say things you regret. You might think, why does this matter? The hand model helps us see the rupture without shame. It gives families and classrooms a shared language to say, ooh, your lid popped up, instead of, what's wrong with you? It teaches that flipping our lid doesn't make us bad. It just means our nervous system needs help finding its way home. Let me share a story shared by a parent. A mom once told me, my daughter stormed into the kitchen, threw her backpack down, and shouted that everything was stupid. I could feel myself about to yell back, but instead I paused, took a deep breath, got low, and said, this is your brain. I think your fingers popped up. Want to see if we can bring them back down? They took 3 slow deep breaths together, folding their fingers back down. Her daughter looked up and whispered, it's back now. The mom said, it was like we both exhaled. She felt seen, and I felt like I did something different this time. That is co-regulation, meeting rupture with calm and finding the repair together. What can this look like across settings? With a younger child, maybe you're making dinner and your 5-year-old melts down because you used the blue cup instead of the green one. Instead of scolding, you crouch to eye level and say, I can tell your lid popped up. Your body's showing me this feels really big. You hold up your hand, take a slow, deep breath, and invite them to match it. You're not fixing the cup. You're rebuilding safety. With a teen, your teenager rolls their eyes and mutters, whatever. You feel your own lid starting to lift. Instead of lecturing, you pause, and quietly say, "Hey, looks like we both might be a little flipped right now. Let's give it 5 minutes and then talk." You're modeling rupture awareness and a respectful pause. In the classroom, a teacher notices the noise level climbing. She places a hand on her chest and says, "My brain's feeling a bit loud right now. Who else's fingers might be popping up?" A few giggles, a few nods, and she adds, "Let's breathe together and fold them back down." Suddenly the room settles, not because of control, but because of shared regulation. With a partner, you're mid-argument, voices raised. You realize you're no longer hearing each other. You take a step back and say, "I love you, and my lid's definitely flipped. I need 2 minutes to breathe before I can listen." That tiny moment of awareness shifts the dynamic from escalation to repair. In the playroom, a child builds a tower, then knocks it over in frustration. I take a slow breath myself and gently say, "Wow, that felt really big." Sometimes I might add, "It looked frustrating when that fell." Then I wait. I don't rush to rebuild or soothe right away. That pause creates space for the nervous system to settle. Often the child will start breathing with me without prompt, or begin rebuilding when ready. That's repair born from presence, not prompting. By acknowledging the body's response and naming the feeling, we invite regulation back online. And when parents see this in action, the hand model becomes a shared language for understanding what their child's nervous system is doing. It helps everyone feel like they're on the same page, less about fixing the behavior and more about seeing what's underneath it. Using the model to build shared language. Ask, "Is your lid on or off right now?" Name your own state. "My fingers popped up. I need a minute." Or support co-regulation. "Let's breathe and bring our fingers back down together." Over time, this shared language becomes a bridge. It replaces blame with understanding and chaos with connection. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale. Exhale. Notice your body. Is there tightness, warmth, restlessness? Ask yourself, when do I see lid flips? In myself, in my child, in my students? What helps me bring my own fingers back down? How could I use this shared language to move from rupture towards repair? This is part of our Holding Space series, where we build practical, compassionate tools for emotional safety, connection, and nervous system regulation. These small moments, naming, noticing, and breathing, create the scaffolding for every repair that follows. If you'd like a printable hand model or ideas for using it in your family, classroom, or therapy practice, reach out. I'd love to share. Thank you for being here and for holding space with me.
If the content of this podcast really resonated with you and you'd like to go even deeper, I'd love to invite you to step into this work more fully. Beyond the podcast, there are many ways that we can connect. Individual therapy for your child, parent coaching or support for yourself, and deeper IM sessions that explore intergenerational patterns. Additionally, I also offer webinar workshops and weekend retreats for parents, classes, intensive trainings and supervision for therapists, and large group presentations for educators or school presentations. Each are designed to help us hold space for the next generation of children in safe, attuned, and meaningful ways. You can learn more and explore what fits best for you at clarity.family.